Good evening, YouTube. My name's Chad Finn, and this is LeagueWise, your home for daily fantasy League of Legends. In this video, we're going to talk about the DraftKings LPL slate for Tuesday, July 7th, that locks at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a two-game slate. We will take a deeper look at Game 1 of that slate. I'll pick Game 1's winner, and then we'll end the video with Finn's Faves, my favorite play from each team, assuming that team wins. These plays are based off of what I call carry rankings, which are with my game capsules, breakdowns, and game picks exclusively available daily through my Patreon page. If you're interested, the link is in the description below. If not, I do make these videos as often as I can, and I hope to see you back on a regular basis. Also, if you don't mind, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and smite that notification button if you can. That said, let's get on with game number 1, which is a matchup between Vici Gaming and Rogue Warriors. Vici Gaming is currently in 10th place in the LPL with a series record of 3-3 and a game record of 6-8. They're going to be facing off against the worst team in the LPL, the Rogue Warriors, who enter this contest in 17th place with a series record of 0-7 and a game record of 2-14. In breaking this series down, it's hard to find anything positive about Rogue Warriors in the past, and I mean, really as early as the spring split, Rogue Warriors have been a team that could, on any given night, beat anyone. They're always fun to watch, still exciting to watch. They're aggressive. But that was then, and honestly, this is now. This team just is not very good. On top of holding an advantage in gold differential, gold per minute, first tower percentage, kills per game, and deaths per game, Vici Gaming also holds an advantage when it comes to objective control and vision. I've done a number of these videos. One thing I want to take the time real quick to point out, and one thing I want everyone to pay attention to that maybe isn't familiar with the game of League of Legends or is just beginning to become familiar with the game of League of Legends. Competitive League of Legends is all about creating win conditions and executing your comp through that condition. Vision control is vitally important when it comes to a team's ability to execute through and advancing win conditions. It's also important if a team loses a win condition that they might have been playing for, their ability to stall out and create a new win condition based on their comp. Vision is vitally important for any winning team, especially at the professional level. So in watching games, really pay attention to how a team controls an objective with vision. And then you'll start to be able to see how they might begin executing certain win conditions based on maybe team fighting or Dragon Soul or playing off the other side of a map based on positioning or getting a pick if they've got a comp that relies on picks and may not be as good a team fight. All of that, those win conditions or those strategies can't be executed without vision. So I just wanted to mention that when you watch games, pay attention to vision. It'll allow you to look at the games a little bit better. And, for those that are familiar with other sports, really helps in breaking down film. I normally go back every day and rewatch the games. I get up in the morning, I watch them, but I go back and I rewatch the games as well to kind of look at, to break the film down, just like you would in any other sport. Which is probably why I've had the success that I've had in picking games. Up well over 72%. And those picks, like I said, are available down below by subscribing to my Patreon page. That said, Vici Gaming holds a significant advantage when it comes to vision, which I think should play a big role in their ability to control this series tonight. Vici Gaming tends to lean on their mid laner Zika quite a bit. And I'll talk about him a little bit more later in this video. I really expect Vici to dominate this, and it'll be on the back of a dominant performance from Zika. and really can't find a potential advantage that Rogue might be able to take advantage of or exploit. Which in that I think Vici Gaming wins this one easy. I'm going to take Vici Gaming 2-0 in this. I think they're going to sweep. Game two of this match is between Suning and E-Star. I do have that game broken down, and it is available on my Patreon page. So if you're interested, like I said, the link is down below. Go ahead and check that out. Not sure. My computer's running a little slow. I do apologize. With that said, move on to Finn's Faves. Like I said, these are my favorite picks per game based on, or assuming I should say, that the team wins. I call these carry rankings. These are great players to target at the captain position if you can fit them in salary-wise. On my Patreon page, I break down every position 1 through 6 as to which one might be most likely to carry, which one's most likely. They're all ranked, and they're extremely helpful in picking potential. I'm real potential-based when it comes to League of Legends Daily Fantasy, and recommend that you are too. But for the first one of my faves, of Finn's Faves from Vici Gaming, is Zika in the mid lane. Currently this season, he has a KDA of 7.9, a kill percentage of 73.9%, and a damage percentage of 26.2% of his team's damage. He has been dominant in every one of their wins, and I don't expect that this game would be any different. Second or next from Rogue Warriors, assuming they pull the upset, Zhao Ji, I believe is how he pronounces it, their ADC, is the player who is most likely to carry that game or that series. He comes in with a KDA of 2.3, not all that impressive, but keep in mind they are a team that's yet to win. He has put up production in losing causes, assuming that they get a win within the 3 games. His kill percentage is 62.8%, or his kill participation, you could call that, is 62.8%. His damage percentage is 28.4% of the team's damage. Looking at our next game or next team, which is Suning Gaming, assuming that they win, it'll be on the back of Angel, more than likely, their mid laner. He currently has a KDA this season of 4.6, a kill participation of 68.8%, and damage participation of 25.6% of his team's damage. Angel's one of the better mid laners and has played a big role in an important role in every one of Suning's wins. If Suning does pull off the victory tonight, I expect he'll play a big role and will be a good target for the captain slot. Moving on to hold on, what's happened here? Not sure why that made me do that. Moving on to E-Star. If E-Star is able to win tonight against Suning, it will be more than likely on the back of Wink, who I believe is one of the better ADCs in the LPL. I'm actually surprised at the fact that this team is struggling the way it's struggling. If you want more insight on that, I cover that a little bit in my game picks and game capsules, which you can find on my Patreon page. But Wink at ADC for E-Star comes in with a KDA at 2.9 kills per game. Again, that's low, but they haven't done a whole lot of winning this split yet either. He has a kill participation of 63.7% and damage participation of 35.4% so far on the split. And like I said, has a ton of upside in victories. also, all 4 of these have an upside to put up good points in losses, assuming that they can force a game 3, that they get 1 win in 2-0 scenarios. Their numbers aren't good at all, and that's pretty standard. But that's it. That's Finn's faves, I should say. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want all my picks and breakdowns, join me on Patreon through the link below. Thank you for watching LeagueWise. My name is Chad Finn, saying good luck, good night, stay safe, and as always, see you next time on the Rift.